Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report. Our world has been turned upside down by the coronavirus pandemic, and the impact on our schools has been profound. School buildings throughout Missouri have been closed, and playgrounds are empty. Teachers and students are adapting to education at home through online learning and other creative ways to teach and learn. And our schools are not only providing instruction, but also are providing essential services to students and families. Many districts are providing meals for students twice a day. MSBA Executive Director Melissa Randall has this message for Missouri's school leaders.
We at MSBA cannot thank you enough for all you are doing to support our students during this extraordinary time. It is truly inspiring to see the heroic efforts being made in school districts throughout our state to continue the education of all students and provide them with essential services, including meals. That is what public schools do, and we are so proud to play a role in supporting you.
The many event cancellations included this year's round of MSBA spring regional meetings. We have recorded the presentations that would have taken place at those meetings, and those presentations will be available for viewing through the MSBA website. One of the most significant changes this spring is the cancellation of statewide testing, including the MAP tests and end-of-course exams. Commissioner of Education Margie Van Dieven says the decision is aimed at helping teachers and school leaders focus on more immediate concerns.
There is a time and a place for statewide required assessments, and now is not the time. Effective immediately, Missouri will be canceling statewide required assessments for this school year.
Following the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education's decision to cancel statewide testing this year, the U.S. Department of Education announced that students throughout the nation impacted by school closures would not have to take federally mandated standardized tests this year. Another significant change this spring is the decision by Governor Parson to move the April 7th school board and municipal elections to June 2nd. Despite the election date change, if a district has the same number of candidates as positions to be filled on the school board, the district will not have to have an election, and those candidates will take office in April and begin their service. Reorganization meetings for school boards must take place in most school districts by June 16th. School closures and stay-at-home orders are also having an impact on school board meetings. Virtual or electronic meetings are possible, but there are some issues to take into consideration. MSBA Associate Executive Director and Staff Attorney Susan Goldammer says the public is still entitled to attend a board meeting even if it's held electronically.
To make sure that the public has access to their meetings. Now that's easy if the public has internet and a computer, because a lot of school districts are considered live streaming video conference meetings, for example. But it becomes a little bit more complicated if you start considering that some members of the public do not have access to computers and internet. And so school districts certainly can provide virtual meetings, but do make sure that you appropriately notice them and to make sure that all members of the public have access to them.
Goldammer cautions school boards that the state's Sunshine Law limits how votes are taken electronically. She says school boards can take roll call votes electronically, but only by using video conferencing. You can find more guidance on holding virtual school board meetings on the coronavirus resource page of the MSBA website. There are numerous resources posted on that page created by MSBA staff and from reliable sources, including the Centers for Disease Control and others. Those resources are being updated constantly. A new federal law is providing some relief for schools, families, and school district employees. It's called the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. Among other things, it provides states flexibility in administering the free and reduced lunch programs. MSBA Susan Goldammer says the new law also is designed to help employees who cannot work because schools or daycare facilities are closed.
They extended the Family and Medical Leave Act to allow for employees to take FMLA leave, and in some respects paid FMLA leave, in a situation where the employee can't work because they need to stay home and care for a son or daughter whose school is closed and whose daycare has closed.
The law also creates an additional 2 weeks of paid leave for employees who are quarantined, self-quarantined, or who are caring for individuals who are quarantined, or for a son or daughter whose school or daycare has been closed. As of now, MSBA is still planning to hold our Igniting Great Ideas Summit June 19th through 20th in Springfield. It's a great opportunity to participate in a valuable leadership event and to connect with your colleagues from school districts throughout the state. Also, be sure your board is represented at the June Delegate Assembly to be held in conjunction with the Great Ideas Summit. Delegates will be electing state officers for the coming year at that meeting. The nominating committee is proposing a slate of officers for consideration, including 2 candidates for president-elect and 2 candidates for vice president. Video interviews with the candidates are posted on the MSBA website. That's it for this special edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thank you again for everything you're doing to support our students during this crisis. Stay safe and healthy, and so long from Columbia.